Good morning, everybody. It's Carpo here, and it's 6 a.m. and I'm awake. It's my day off, and waking up early on your day off is a wonderful thing. Something I didn't used to do. I used to sit in bed grumpy, and not grumpy, but I'd wait until I was quote ready to get up. And over the years, I've been trying to alter my mentality, at least over the last few years, to where I live a more healthy, positive atmosphere in my life. And what that does is takes the stress level down a notch, which gives me less of a sleep requirement. And it's really a great thing. But it got me thinking this morning. I got up, I was in a great mood, a beautiful day, make a cup of coffee, say, I'm gonna make a video, I'm not even awake yet. But my point to this one is about the guilt that I feel sometimes, and I wanted to share that, see if other people share that. With when I'm feeling really positive in life, which I try to all the time now. I might talk to a friend on the phone, let's say, and you get the old, hey, how's it going? The response to that can be varied. And when somebody says, how's it going? I say wonderful or great, always, And I used to be the kind of person who would say, oh, not bad, I've been better. But by saying that, I'm putting into my mind that I could be better. What is better? If I'm already in a good mood and I'm feeling great, what could be better? And the guilt that I feel sometimes when people, I say, well, how are you doing? And they're like, oh, whatever, I owe this money and I got these bills and I might have to move, and none of that's the trivial things that people mention seem to, I have a really hard time, and this comes back to the video I made yesterday about empathy. It's hard for me to empathize with people when they bring up mundane things that make them miserable. When I see people who are starving and who can't even get clean water, who are still smiling and playing games in their village. And they say, we're happy, but maybe not starving, okay? Maybe they have a harder time. They have to work harder for what they have. Starving people are never happy. But I'm just saying those who have less, they tend to be the most happy. And it really got me thinking over the years, why? What makes these people happy? Well, it's happiness with community, with love, with family, and most of all, with the belief that people are inherently good. And I really do. And I feel like when I say, how are you doing? And they say, oh, life's rough or this, that. And they ask me, and I say, I'm doing great. And I said, it's all about positive outlook. Sometimes I feel like guilty, like I should almost, like I'm shameful to be in such a good mood. I don't really truly believe that. It's just kind of an instant reaction I get when I make a comment to someone about feeling great and they're not doing well. Now, if a person's suffering and they're in a lot of pain, that those are the times when, hey, I will say I'm not doing well too. However, even when my back hurts and I can barely stand up, I'll say, oh well, at least I can still walk. And I know I repeat myself when I talk about that, about positive thinking, but it's a life changer. It's a life changer. I mean, there's no need to go through your life worrying about the small things as if they're going to change for you. And I think when people finally realize that, they're like, I should have known that before. I should have just known that, And I'm not going to say that I've lived my entire life with a completely positive mind. And I'm still not even 40 yet. And when I'm 60, if I can continue this pattern, I know that I will live a long and healthy and happy life with my family and my friends. But this one is kind of about friends, because I feel like I grow apart from my friends because we have different values in life now. Some of the friends I grew up with that got along with the best, they took different approaches to life that separated them from their friends, which is fine, or maybe made them decide that the people they hung out with weren't, cool anymore, or maybe they just moved on to getting married and having kids. I got married and had kids, but I still try to keep in touch with my friends. My best friend is a great person who is completely different than I am. He goes out and he rides quads at the beach, and he's kind of the the man's man, like cruise around and do fun shit. You know, he's got toys and he likes to have fun and spend money. He's single. Complete opposite of me, but I get along with him the best out of anyone. And some of my other friends would say, oh, well, you know, this guy does this and does that, and say, you know what, I love him. He's a great person. That's what matters. And that's what I'm getting at, is that when I talk to him, he always says I'm doing great, you know, just like I do. And it's like, I guess I haven't really thought about that until just now. Maybe that's what it is, you know? Maybe that's why I do this, is so I can speak out loud and kind of figure out why certain things are the way they are. But I don't feel guilty when he calls and I say I'm having a great day, because he's always having a great day too, you know. And you know, we might discuss things that are a problem, but we get past it, you know. And strong people get past the issues. There's no choice. We don't have a choice in the matter. We have to get past the issues. We have to get past the mundane, boring, boo-hoo, poor me attitudes. And when I used to see people who would think, you know, be positive thinkers, people who were always on the up and up, I would kind of look at them like fakes, you know, when I was younger. Like, oh God, bullshit. You can't be happy all the time. You know, that's bull crap. We know that there are cycles, which is true, but I thought that a person couldn't be happy to the degree that they couldn't be generally happy all the time. You know, just because you're in a little bit of pain, or you lost some money, or you got kicked out of your home, or your car got in a car accident, that's not a reason to be unhappy. That's a reason to rethink the situation you're in and say, why did this happen? And there's the key. To say, the universe provides everything for a reason. Now, not everyone agrees with that. You know, materialists believe that the world is the way it is just because, and it's up to us to make it what we can at the cost of everyone else or anyone else. And kind of like the video I made yesterday, Mr. McCleary made a comment on there about how he believes that 90% of the people in the world are fake, and that's, I feel bad when I hear that, because I know that that's not true. I know that people just need a push in the right direction to change their whole mentality. You might see the most grumpy person on the road, but if you don't respond in kind with negativity, if you respond with positivity, you can change that person. So when we resort to negativity to, you know, promote negativity, then all it does is makes us have a worse outlook. So I just wanted to say that I think that people are generally good, and I hope that that there's a way that each person can think positive. Say hi, kitty. Battery's about to die on my camera. It's probably a good thing I go on too long. Peace.